Yo, what is up, everybody? My name is Jesse Goku, also known as Captain Mexico, and welcome to another episode of the Geeks 5 Hour Podcast. Joining me, as always, is my co-host, the man with the plan. He runs the skinny. He is the Ayatollah of rock and roller, the Texas gaming hedgehog, the prize fighter himself, Keyblade Sonic, and also he is the one, the only, the King Killer, the God Slayer,
Hello.
Hunt Deer Boy, Chase. What? I gotta poo. Leave me alone.
It was meh. According to Jace's face here, he says meh.
Jace with the face. He's gonna mace you.
Jace the Mace.
Your intros are better when I do them.
We can't hear you.
Yay.
I mean, we can hear you, but barely. Like,
I can fix that.
turn up your gain. Maybe that will work. Penis. All right. Thank you. We are starting a little late. I do apologize. I did say 8 o'clock. Then we changed it to 9 o'clock, but I got back early from doing what I had to do today. So, yeah. Unfortunately, I don't have my webcam set up. I had to switch my webcam to my work computer, and I'm just really too lazy and too exhausted and tired. I'm just mentally exhausted as well. So I'll mess with it next week. All right. So what's going on, guys? I know we missed last week. So how was y'all's weekend?
Went pretty well.
I know you and me had a good weekend, but Jace
weekend?
Jace went to he went to Anime Fest. We reviewed Anime Fest, but then he shared some tea with me apparently in the Anime Fest Discord.
Oh yeah, that didn't happen this weekend though. But
that was like 2 weeks ago.
But that's something to definitely talk about. That's more.
Yeah, that was something that we were
cosplay
going to talk about
contest shit.
last week. Yeah,
That's something I haven't seen before. Well, I knew about it, but it's the issue with the cosplay contest. I'm too low.
No. I turned up your gain from my end, and you were louder, but then you instantly got louder. So then you were too loud.
Too much me.
Yeah, too much Jace. All Jace. All the time.
All the time. All day, all Jace.
All day, all Jace. And if you don't like it, you're going to get maced.
In the face.
In the booty hole.
Just
a quick our running joke. So every convention we go to, we always have like a running quote or a running joke or something that we just keep saying repeatedly over and over in the weekend. So the hotel we stayed at, the Hyatt Regency, I believe is where Anime Houston was located this year in downtown. Wait, let me adjust one of my settings so I can hear you a little bit better. It was in downtown Houston this past weekend from Friday to Sunday. Anime Houston, they're also owned by Anime Dallas. So to the hotel had this little, I don't know if it was it was kind of like a Starbucks-esque, like Dunkin' Donuts / Shipley's, kind of something like that. They sold it was like a something like that / convenience store.
Oh yeah,
it's convenience items than Starbucks would. They were called Einstein Bros Bagels.
Yeah, that's a well-known bagel shop. They have a couple here in Houston. In fact, there used to be one near my place. It was like 10 minutes away, but it got replaced by a Verizon. So there is one also in over there by Rice Village, and there's also one near Memorial City. They're pretty good bagels. I'll tell you that.
A ton of them up here.
Too much fucking bagels. It's nothing but fucking bagels. And
literally. It's I mean, what do you expect from a store that has bagels on it?
Well, see, that's the funny thing. I didn't know their name until Sunday afternoon.
Last minute.
Like I'd been eating their fucking food for most of the weekend.
Yeah.
And we had been calling them booty hole bagels the whole time.
Booty bagels.
Booty hole bagels.
You know, if they were smart, they would do a campaign like that.
Yeah, booty hole.
Attract more customers.
The bagel hole looked like a booty hole if it had been stretched a lot.
In a pizza bagel.
In a pizza. So we called it booty hole bagel. That was kind of funny. We had a great weekend. Unfortunately, I did get there late. I didn't get there until almost 7 on Friday afternoon. Jace is like, I got nothing to say.
We talk about booty hole bagels. So
What do you know? I mean, you should know all about booty holes.
gotta suck that cream cheese out of the booty hole bagel.
Oh my god, that reminds me of one of the fucking fan fictions they made me read. It was
Oh, boy.
awful. I'm gonna talk about that a bit, but
That's horrible.
yeah. So before we review Anime Houston, let's talk a little bit about the subject we had for last week. So I don't know if Sonic saw this. I think we briefly mentioned it in Discord. I'm not exactly sure. But so this cosplayer entered the cosplay contest and completely fucking lied about making their cosplay. Before we continue, by the way, shout out to Blastoids. I'm so sorry, Blastoids. Just barely acknowledging your comment. That's a hell of an intro. Oh no, my speakers. LOL. What's up, Blastoids? We didn't get to see you this weekend. We missed you. Tear in my face. You can't see me, but I'm crying a little. So yeah, no. Going back to the cosplayer. So this cosplayer completely lied about their cosplay. They said they made it, and they got called out on Discord for it because apparently it still had the goddamn tags from China on it.
Yeah, they had entered the cosplay contest, and on Discord it was the recommended section where you can kind of give recommendations like how you could improve the convention. And they said,
like a survey.
if we could get feedback on our cosplays on why we didn't get awarded for things, and someone apparently recognized their username and said, just straight out called them out. It's like, you bought your cosplay. It's like, I didn't buy a cosplay. I don't know what you're talking about. And they replied later. They said the judges said they could see the tag still on your cosplay. Like, I didn't mean to enter it. I mean, I couldn't get the one I made and done in time, so I wanted to enter something. Like, you lied right to the judge's face. They have a very strict rule of, if you lie to them, you're disqualified immediately. They don't have to give you a reason for it. And like, there's a strut your stuff category on the cosplay contest where if you buy your cosplay or you don't have enough, like you don't want to enter it, but you still kind of want to go on stage, you can just do that. You go on stage, you can do your poses, and that's it. There's a category for that. They just like, nah, I'm going to enter it.
Or you can just be better at lying. Hide the damn tags. Cut them off. Do something.
Yeah.
No, don't do that. Don't
put it in
that.
there. They tried to enter it. The judges found out about it, and she was complaining she didn't get any feedback. It's like, well, you bought it. It was a girl. It was a girl.
Okay, so let me. Okay, so I was reading that because you sent me the shots, and it was a complete train wreck.
Yeah.
Like Jace is underselling it. Like, it was worse than that. Like, this person, I don't understand. Why didn't they give me any feedback? Why didn't they tell me anything? How can I get better? You bought your shit.
And once they called them out and say, we know you bought it, we found the tags, and she instantly like, well, I didn't mean
one of the judges calling them out?
No, that was just one of the people. One of the judges did comment after a while and said, look, we're not going to judge your shit if you buy it.
No, I'm saying, yeah, because the judge said more than that, though. They really kind of like ripped into him as well.
Yeah. Pretty sure the one that was constantly replying back to her.
No, the first one was not the judge, but eventually
there was a judge.
Someone started commenting that gave the vibe that they were the judge.
Yeah, that person did eventually comment in.
All right. No, it was horrible, dude. Like, and then this person started like, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to lie. I panicked. Please don't ban me.
They didn't panic. Like, they
enter
the cosplay or don't. You got caught.
According to, like, if you read the text carefully,
they said they got panicked.
They panicked in the Discord as well. Panic at the Discord. It was horrible. Yeah, so don't don't be stupid, people. I'm sorry that
you're asking a lot.
I'm sorry that there are people out there that think they can get away with this shit. But
yeah,
you understand. Go ahead.
Basically, she's sorry that she got caught. That's pretty much what it was.
But this person might not know better. I don't want to say they're dumb, but they're dumb. These judges inspect your cosplay. They look at it. They ask you for your techniques. They ask you to look at it. Like, oh, can you show us the inside of your helmet? That's how they know you made it.
Mm-hmm.
If it says copyright Marvel Legends on it, your ass is not gonna.
It's got a heat stamp from the mold still in
Yeah,
there. Like, I
for
don't
real.
think you made this. I think you
Nah,
bought it.
you didn't. Are you sure you made this?
The
Yeah, I work
serial
at the
number.
factory. I mean, if you work at the factory and assemble it, then technically, didn't you make it?
Prove that you made this specific one.
You take photos, you have evidence, all that.
I stole
trademarking.
it. No, but I just wanted to bring that up briefly, just because that's what we were going to talk about last episode. Don't cheat, guys. Like, it's not cool. It's definitely not. Because you're going to get disqualified. And these judges, they don't gossip like they used to, but you're going to start building that kind of reputation with the other contestants.
Yeah.
You don't want to be that person. Like, have I ever entered a cosplay contest with a store-bought cosplay? No. I don't even do cosplay. The last cosplay competition I did was Anime Austin, and we won Leron Churro's award.
The judges award.
Yeah, his judges award for
That's right.
Ninja Turtles.
Goku and I are award-winning cosplayers.
I've won Delta's Best in Show once upon a time.
I won a couple, but not like at a convention, but like some event.
Award-winning cosplayers.
I've won. I won one of the remember the cosplay dance they used to do?
Yeah.
I won one of their. I don't know if it was them or a different group, but they had a cosplay contest, and I won second place, and they gave me $50. And I remember we spent it at Denny's.
Yeah, I won a cosplay contest at that cosplay events they did at the park. I did win one of those.
We're all cosplay.
I count it. If you've won an award of any kind.
Were you there? Sonic, when I went as Omnimon to the Japanese festival?
Yeah, I saw that.
I won the People's Choice Award.
Yeah.
And Captain Potassium threw like a bitch fit.
It has been 0 episodes since we have not mentioned Captain Potassium.
No, I talked to, and we're going to talk about like something that I talked to somebody. I talked to a special person this weekend, and I invited him to the show, but we were both pretty plastered, so we'll see how that goes.
The potassium.
Plastered potassium.
Plastered potassium. Anyway, so Anime Houston, like I said, was this past weekend. It was in Houston. It was in Houston, Texas, downtown Houston at the Hyatt Regency. And honestly, I didn't get there early on Friday, so I can't really judge Friday, but I can definitely judge Saturday and Sunday. So me and Sonic were both there. Jace couldn't make it because Jace has
4 hours away.
Yeah, 4 hours away.
I didn't want to go. That's my excuse.
Yeah. So we did run karaoke this past weekend. I think we had a total of 8 panels, even though like 4 of them were just karaoke, because they wanted a all ages karaoke. So Saturday they had karaoke with guests, which was the voice actors and actresses.
Mm-hmm.
Then they had all ages karaoke, and then they had adult karaoke. So while Sonic, I'm gonna let Sonic talk a little bit about Friday.
Okay.
I go on a potty break, so I'll be right back.
We'll never know when he's back.
Yeah, so it's gonna be tough for us.
Oh, that's how we'll know.
Okay, now we know. Okay, so I was there Friday. I was there a little bit later than usual. I was there around I first got there around 3:30, 4 o'clock ish. And it felt like any typical Friday of like a small con. There's like a couple of people there and all that stuff, and basically it was like a really nice opportunity to look around, all that stuff. And I will say though, the venue was actually a massive improvement over the last year's, because first off, it wasn't at Greenspoint Mall, near Greenspoint, or that area. And second, it actually felt kind of bigger. It reminded me of a lot of Delta H. So with Friday, like I said, it was really small because a lot of people were like coming out of work and all that stuff. Usually Saturday and Sunday would be the busier days. And then so the way I entered, I parked through the parking lot across the street from it, which is basically it connects through a sky bridge. So basically, as you get to the sky bridge, you see all the stuff. So going in there, I kind of had somewhat little expectations, but it was pretty interesting seeing a bunch of stuff there. A lot of people there, actually. Like I said earlier, shockingly, a lot of people for a Friday.
Dude, bathroom's occupied right now. I gotta go back. So what? Okay, what were you just talking about?
Oh, so I was talking about how Friday it was like. So for starters, the venue actually felt like a massive improvement over last year's.
So just to give everybody some context about the venue, if you went to Anime Matsuri in 2013, it was the exact same location. Yeah, y'all probably didn't go back then, but yeah, same place.
That's amazing. That's crazy.
Yeah, they were only there 1 year. They weren't there repeatedly. So you're talking about like the dealer's room or just the venue?
The venue in general, I was about to cover the dealer's room and the gaming room. I will say the dealers was actually was pretty good. However, it felt kind of a little bit crowded because obviously they had the voiceover guests. They had like a VIP line, and sometimes it gets really packed because they brought in like big guests like Johnny Ambosh and all that stuff. And then also, I'll tell you this right now: the gaming room sucked. Okay, so this is what the gaming room was like. They had those little basketball hoops you see like at David Buster's or Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh, Pop-A-Shot.
Yeah, Pop-A-Shot, basically. They had a couple of like those Fast and Furious, driving arcade games, one motorcycle. Then they had air hockey and a Guitar Hero arcade cabinet. And that's pretty much it. And then the other side, it was just console games, but it was only like 3 or 4 consoles. And yeah, like in the comment section, or RYAG.
Game room was trash.
It was trash. It was like, this was like so hollow. There was like barely anything. I think like
half
only
a
like
Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah, it's pretty much a Chuck E. Cheese if it was like abandoned. But if you decided, hey, I'm gonna restore it for a bit and just put like 3 fucking games. So that sucked. That's like the one issue I had. The game room. The dealers was actually not bad. It was actually pretty fine for what it was. It was actually downstairs, so all the way in the bottom. So they actually had in the middle. Once you enter the dealer's hall, the middle is the dealers. The right side is the artist, and the left side is the voiceover, the guest booth. So basically, you just take photos, ask for autographs and all that stuff for the guests. And it was actually pretty hot in there, so they put a lot of water stations. So they were really smart with that.
Look at these nerds all dehydrated in here.
It was pretty hot outside too. The weather didn't help either. So that Friday, so that was actually pretty interesting. So the one thing I did do, they had a recording studio. So people wondering what's the recording studio. So I went in there with the recording studio that all it is pretty much you get to basically dub a scene from an anime, but it's just like they have 2 people basically. It's basically like on a point of view. So all right, this is what it's going to be like if you ever enter a booth for voiceovers, and they dub it over, then they play back what you recorded, and that's pretty much what it was.
Oh, okay. I was wondering because I heard you were there, and you're like, "Oh, Sonic's over there." I'm like, "Why the hell isn't Sonic over here hanging out with the homies?"
Doing voice acted stuff.
Yeah. I had to clear my throat, and I was like, all right, maybe after this, I'll just go fucking party.
Point of view, dub this Dragon Ball scene. It's just the scream going across.
Yeah, that was Friday, though. That was Friday when he was there. We almost didn't see him I don't think I saw you at all Saturday.
No, I was with a Demon Slayer group, so I was with a couple of Demon Slayer cosplayers, and we were just like all grouped up together.
We got some comments here. I didn't go. I'm saving up for ColossalCon. Boo.
See you at Colossal Blastoise.
Boo. Y'all suck. I bet
you
she's
go to Matsuri, but you won't go to this one.
I bet she's the kind of girl that cries when someone says a curse word at karaoke. Who? I know who you're talking about.
That was when we were going over the person got caught cheating.
Oh, okay.
Probably, yeah.
Dude, that won the rape cosplay thing. I remember that. The game room was trash. They should have used it as another panel room. I didn't even know where the game room was.
Yeah, like it's kind of funny. I was like looking around the map. The layout of the map was kind of weird because it was kind of confusing too. Because I came in through the sky bridge, I thought that was the lobby, and I realized there's another floor, and then the floor below is the vendors. I had to look at the map like 2-3 times.
So Sunday, and I know I'm jumping ahead, but Sunday there was this group of like cosplayers, and one of them was like this. He works out. You can tell because he's very fit,
Hmm.
but like he's the kind of he's the kind of guy that goes to the gym to tone and build some strength. He's not like a bodybuilder.
Yeah.
But they were doing like these circus act things where they had this like
Oh
needle.
yeah. It's like the Demon Slayer thing. They were doing it was like a Cirque du Soleil kind of thing.
Yeah, that
And
shit pissed me off. We were trying to get to the damn sky bridge with the cart, and everybody
yeah.
was blocking the hallway like a bunch of fucking Snorlaxes.
Yeah, that was actually supposed to be that area was actually meant for meetups too. And what sucks too is it's really, and I find it really funny that you mentioned that they were blocking the way. Yet when you're in the exhibit hall, there's always this one person who would be like, "Hey, stop blocking the way! You gotta let people go through." I'm like, "Okay, why don't you talk to the people up there at the Demon Slayer thing?"
Yeah, yeah. Oh shit! Yeah, so many people didn't even know there was a vendor room. That's the thing, though. I was looking for it everywhere, and I'm like, hey man, where the hell is the vendor's room? Oh, it's on the first floor. And then I'm like, no, it's not. I just went down there. Oh no, we meant the basement. I'm like, what? Okay. Well, you got to take the stairs there. You know how hard it was so hard to like move in Captain Mexico because I can't see shit. I don't have no peripherals.
It seems like a fault in your helmet design.
You know what, Kratos? So
I'm gonna cosplay Kratos, and then I won't have to worry about this anymore.
Do it. Just do it. Just get it over with. So many people didn't know there was a vendor's room. Yeah. It's because it was kind of the map was kind of weird. It was just hard to find anything.
Yeah, and it also kind of sucks too because not only not many people know about the vendor room, most people didn't know about the game room. Despite we were just talking about it, because there was also not only the game room was in front, they also had the cosplay guests there too. And I was like, why wasn't the cosplay guests with the vendors or the voiceover booth and all that stuff? But I can understand it because how pretty small that dealer's room was.
Mm-hmm.
But obviously not as small as it was last year. You know, I'll take this one over last year's.
Oh yeah, this one was so much
bigger.
Like it was twice as big. Definitely a lot better. Even the karaoke room was definitely a lot bigger compared to last year. But it's crazy, like karaoke. Like we'll start off with like the room full, and the room will be halfway full, but it'll be a completely different audience.
Hmm.
So as soon as we had karaoke Friday night, we showed up, we set up, we did a sound check. We didn't actually get to explore the con. I know they had a dance. I know they had some really cool guests there. I was actually impressed with the lineup this year.
Yeah.
I actually got to meet Linda Young, the OG voice actress of Frieza. I didn't go to her autograph booth like everybody else though. I met her because she was one of the guests that was participating in karaoke.
Yeah.
And we also met this other cool dude. I forget his name. And I'm so sorry, dude, because like we talked Saturday night. He's the voice of the gentleman villain in My Hero Academia.
Oh yeah, he was really sweet. I heard all the stories about him singing it. What was he? He was singing.
He sang. So get this, Jace. Have you seen his character in My Hero?
Yeah, I love him.
Okay, you know how he has like that British fucking accent?
Fake British accent. That's good.
Yeah. So he sang "Baby Got Back" with that damn accent. I thought he was just talking at first, but it turns out he was like saying the lyrics. Oh my God, Becky, look at her bottom. It's like, what the fuck is this? It was so cool. I laughed so hard at it.
It would have been great. Yeah, John Gamillion.
So before we started the panel, like we were told, hey, we know y'all drink and do stuff. Just don't do it during the guest panel. Y'all can do it during the regular karaoke. We don't care, but don't do it while the guests are here. And guess what the hell the guests showed up with?
Booze.
We get drunk.
Booze. They showed up getting drunk. They're like, oh.
We thought this was a fun one.
They're like, they brought wine and beer. Are we not allowed to drink? Apparently we're not, but you can do whatever you want.
We were told by the staff that we can't because
Yeah, we can't do it. Yeah, but we were actually pretty professional. We took care of them. I was told at the very last minute, and when I say last minute, I mean right
Literal
as we
last
were
minute.
starting, that one of the other staff / guests were taking over the panel for me.
Rude.
I didn't know that until we were starting, and I was like, okay,
Huh? Check yourself, sir.
well, here you go. I guess I'll just do the intro, and you can take it from there. um, but it was fun. I mean, he wasn't like rude or he wasn't mean or anything. He was pretty cool. But it was so nonchalant, like. But it gives me practice for when Tom McCree takes over next week for an hour during Delta. Thomas McCree, a voice actor. Who's he the voice of? I don't know. But he'll be taking over for karaoke for an hour at Delta HCon. John Gramillion. Thank you.
That's the voice of
Yeah.
And also, it would have been cool if they brought in Megan Shipman, who voices La Brava.
La Brava. Yeah, that would have been awesome. So I was actually really impressed with the way, like, so we didn't think, because we've worked with some of the voice actors I've worked with, they can be pains in the butt. They're very high maintenance. I'm not going to say his name because he's on everybody's shit list, but he works with Anime Matsuri. Shitcon.
It's been 0 days since we mentioned Matsuri.
Fuck Matsuri. It's been 0 days since Jesse said fuck Matsuri.
Mate.
Dude, and it's, look, let's talk about the con. And by the way, this isn't me kissing the con's ass because somebody's watching the show. This isn't me. Look, like, seriously, I've told the staff, like, Anime Houston is getting so big. They have the potential to be bigger than Anime Matsuri.
Yeah, absolutely.
They are going to be, if they keep going in the right direction, which they are.
Yeah, they got a lot of momentum.
They have, dude, they're volunteers. They're like, I work with James. He was one of, like, I guess one of the head volunteers.
Mm-hmm.
He was like, the volunteers were like overworking themselves, and he was like getting on their case. I told you to take a break. I told you to go have fun. I told you to get some rest. I told you to drink and eat. I'm like, are you scolding now for, like, I never hear that.
Bad work practice.
Why aren't you working harder? He's like, I told you to get off the clock.
It's like it's like the opposite.
It was so crazy. I've never heard that. Like, I was actually really impressed. I'm like, do they have radios? Did they, like, the radios? Like the cops have the walkie-talkie on their side. They have the little thing with the button on it. They had that.
Broker, you better take a break right now. Broker,
yeah, no, for real. I was really impressed, and I like the fact that they had the schedules, like, and all the panel names outside the panels, because me, I don't. Once the weekend starts, I have somebody keep track of the time, keep track of the schedule, keep track of everything for me. Oh yeah, no, seriously. Everybody wanted to keep working. I was like, please, babies, go rest. No, for real. Like, some of the volunteers just, like, refused to stop working, and it was just crazy. And, like, nobody looked miserable. And I have to say, I was impressed with the hygiene of the convention.
Yeah, despite the weather outside, it still smelled.
It did not stink.
That's a raving review. Anime Houston, it did not stink. Also, It was great.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Also, the curly-haired staff guy didn't know how to manage a line. Burlesque was a mess. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I heard about that. There was
if y'all have any criticisms, feel free to share them with us in the comment section.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I think the problem with the vendors room is that it was kind of confusing because there's only one way to get there. And it's like, even that is kind of hidden.
Right, it does. It was just like for me, for example, getting there, I was like looking for the dealers, and I was like, "Hey, do you know where I was looking around the map. I looked at the map, and it was like, "Okay, it's in the what?" And I was like, "Oh, that's where it is." And I kind of wish they had more signage, to show dealers hall this way or something like that,
Right. Yeah. No, somebody had to like escort me to the dealer's room for me to find it. It was not easy finding it because I just didn't know. Like I will say this. I did not. I could not find the gaming room at all. I
Yeah.
had no idea where it was.
And then again, based on what we said, you didn't miss much anyway.
Right. No, I don't give a shit about gaming rooms. Gaming rooms are a fucking they're a nightmare for any con. I don't care what con it is. It could be a shower and shampoo con, and it would still stink.
Actually, no, it's like funny because it's like barely anything in there. They had this huge room, but it was like barely anything in there. Only like
But
a couple.
okay, so but does the con run the gaming room, or is that a third party?
No, that
Because
should
a
be
lot of cons do third parties.
okay. I don't know. That's the thing. I really don't know. All I know is, um, if a game, so if like in the front table they'd be like, hey, do you want to play this game? You have to check collateral. Would that be considered third party?
Yes.
Okay, so it's third party.
Uh, there was where was the tabletop word? Okay, yeah, vendors room was a logistical nightmare. Bless the artists, vendors, and guests for being amazing. I'm surprised they didn't have signs for the dealers room. Yeah, I think that would have been a lot helpful. Maybe they did have signs. I don't know. I didn't really go to the dealers room until late Saturday, and I don't know if there
Yeah.
was any signs. I think
The
signs would
only
have been nice.
the only signs they had, ironically, inside the vendor hall was just let people know, oh, here's the VIP line to meet the guest, and that's pretty much it.
The line for the guests for the so I think it was like three or four. You could tell who were the main event guests.
Hmm.
It was obviously Johnny Young Bosch, the guy that does uh, um, Zuko from the Avatar,
Dante
the girl
Bosco, yeah,
Dante Bosco, the guy
and
that the
Toph.
girl that did Toph, and one other person I forgot who.
He was John Swayze as well. Yeah, John Swayze. I think it was John Swayze because I know Johnny Bosch had that. It was like he was like involved in like in a car wreck or something like that during the weekend.
Mm-hmm.
So I think he wasn't there Sunday. He was only there Saturday and Friday.
So just to so I actually talked to a few people, and I can't believe that I'm saying this, but they were actually pretty happy with the value that they got with the VIP pass. They said that it was actually worth the amount of money they paid.
Oh, okay. I heard, yeah, like for the price it was, I was, like for me, like I always get the regular ones. VIPs, I always hear like horror stories about it, but with the here, yeah, like you said, I talked to some people too who were VIPs, and it's like they actually got their money's worth.
Okay, so I'm wrong. It was three people. So that fourth person just took $20 and gave me a bullshit autograph.
Was the VIP,
It's,
was
no,
the VIP room good? We don't know.
we don't. I don't do VIP. I do generic,
Regular.
Let him in the
regular,
building.
whatever. Yeah, they just. I'm lucky they let me in.
Show up with like just
I might
sound equipment. Let
do-
me in, please.
I might do VIP one year, just based on what I've heard.
Mhm.
I will never. I haven't bought a badge for a convention since 2009, and I will consider a VIP badge next year, depending on the lineup. If
Right.
it's Sean Schimmel, I will buy the VIP badge just to go up to tell him, "Hey, you owe me a goddamn apology."
Stalk him.
So I know where you live. Really don't. I don't want to get in trouble. I don't want to get kicked out. The things that impressed me the most were the size of the panel rooms. That was really cool. I really liked that they were good sized panels. They weren't too big. They weren't too small.
Mhm.
The main events room was definitely smaller than I had thought it was going to be. Um, I There were some questionable panels. Um, the I can ship you in any universe. That sounds like
That sounds like a huge red flag.
yeah, that sounds like a red flag. By the way, so someone mentioned the guest's name, the one we were talking about. Let me scroll up and see if I can find it. Oh, John. Oh, so his name was John Gramillion.
Mhm. Yes, John Gramillion. I believe that's. Apologies in advance for butchering your name.
Yeah, so
Sorry, John
I talked to
Gramillion.
him. Yeah, sorry, John, if you're listening or watching.
Sorry for a lot of things.
No, he apparently he watched it. He's seen the show.
Oh, boy.
He's when I talked to him, hey, we're Geeks Forever. He's like, that's y'all. I've heard of y'all. I've seen y'all show. Y'all talk a lot of shit.
Should have apologized more.
I was expecting you to get like getting kicked in the ass. I'm like, what? I was like, no.
Like, he wasn't gonna fight me. If he's seen this show, he knows I'll throw hands.
If there's any host who would, it'd be him. Like, that's the one you want to talk to.
Dude, he was like, I've seen the show. Y'all guys are funny because y'all talk a lot of shit about Matsuri. There's other people, like another guy watched our anime Matsuri review he told me during one of the panels. And apparently he hosted one of the panels that you threw shade at Chase. He said, that one dude just said, oh, it just sounds like a scalper panel. Because it was like, it was I forgot the name of the panel, but it was the one where we were talking about like, oh, making money off of your hobbies or something like that. Something about hobbies. And you said, it sounds like a scalping panel.
How to turn your hobby into money. It's like, yeah, that's how selling ideas at a convention, pretty much. Good idea.
Yeah.
I'm not going there.
I don't know who Bacon is.
I purposely go to bad panels because I want to see how. No one's going to go to here. I got to see why.
There was that infamous one everyone was crapping on it for Matsuri, the whole like baddies, convention baddies and all that stuff.
Yeah, so when I hosted on Sunday, I'm going to be honest with you, I was surprised at the number of people I got on a Sunday panel at 3 in the afternoon.
How much did you get?
The room was it was a third filled.
Oh wow, that's for a Sunday. That's excellent.
Yeah, it was almost half. So I brought up Drip Jesus and his How to Pick Up Baddies as a good example.
I forgot his name was Drip Jesus.
And someone came to the panel that attended that panel. And I think he tried to like cover up, and he was like, oh no, this isn't on how to pick up women, it's just for shits and giggles. I'm like, bullshit. He changed his mind once he got called out.
Yeah, that's what I was saying too. I was like, oh yeah, because it wasn't until like he was getting a lot of flack online. It was like, oh no, this is a satire. They like update. It's like, oh, it's a satire panel. I'm like, okay, you know what you're doing. You got caught. You were getting flack for it, and that was on you.
You got caught with your hand in the cookie jar, and you're like, oh, I thought these were Rice Krispie treats.
Catching a lot of heat for this. Oh, no.
I know you're gonna catch a lot of shade from me. I'm gonna need some sun after this podcast. I really did enjoy my panels. The My Hero versus Dragon Ball was pretty fun. Ended up throwing some shade at Bleach, as I always do.
And Bleach is coming back.
Ended up throwing shade at Pokemon, as always. You know, I gotta do that.
As is tradition.
I even threw shade at Pokemon during the Dragon Ball Z panel that we hosted.
As is the special tradition.
And in there, I was reminding people about how bad, like how everybody thinks Piccolo is a good dad. He's actually a shitty dad.
He's like 2 years older than Gohan.
Well, that and like you know how he actually raised Gohan? He threw him in the wilderness to almost get eaten by a T-Rex.
He survived.
Jesus, Piccolo, calm down.
Not like he gave a sensu bean to the most dangerous creature on the planet or anything.
Not to have my contest and give away the free tickets. Oh, I guess I'm gonna.
What free tickets?
We were supposed to give away free tickets to Dragon Ball Superhero.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Hey, we might as well do a contest here at the for the
give it to himself.
I'm already. I win. I'm going.
Thinking of a number.
The scalper thing, I asked if they were just how to scalp, and he was like, yes. No, because he said no when I met him at the panel, how to make your own panel. Because he watched our show too. He watched us talk shit. It's crazy how many people have actually seen this show or at least heard of us.
It's like that Wikipedia, like that meme is like when your cosplay page gets like when your cosplay photo gets like 10 likes, how to be success, how to handle fame.
Oh yeah. No, I mean like you know me, I don't act like I'm famous at all. I'm like, go Mexico. Hi. What's up? Can I help? I'm like, I'll pretend like I know who they are. Hey, you, what's going on? We've never met. Oh, thank God.
You've been talking shit about me. It's like, I
We've
bet
been
you thought I'm the
talking
type of person who will do something. It's like, you're fighting the wrong dude.
I mean, there's a parking lot outside. We can go right now. As long as we both agree and no more than 2 people are involved, the cops can't arrest us.
I may be a guest, but it's Sunday and I'm out anyway.
I'm out here. I have a headache. I'm sweating like a pig. I'm sober. Let's go. Dude, so let's talk about some of the bad shit about the con, because we can't just like talk about like all the good crap.
Just because someone from the con is in the
Dude,
comment doesn't mean
all
you don't get to
the
say bad things.
panel rooms were fucking hot. What the hell?
Was
Like,
it? Or was it because? Well, that depends. Were you wearing your Captain Mexico when you were in the panels, or?
yes, but
Okay, that's on you. You're wearing
no,
a
hold
jacket.
on. Let me finish. Yes, I was wearing Captain Mexico, but the audience, they were fanning themselves. Somebody
Okay.
started selling fans downstairs in the con, and people were buying them like hotcakes.
Hey,
And
think
fucking
about it.
fanning themselves in the panel.
Hey, that fan guy must be making money. He probably planned it on purpose.
He's over there rolling naked on a big wad of cash.
Turning down the AC.
He turned down the AC on purpose.
Yeah, no. I think the hotel shut down control of the AC. Like, they were remote controlled.
Mhm.
There's no way, dude. Like, the rooms were okay because I think they were set at like 70 something degrees. You can't do that with a large crowd. You have to have it at 65 or 60.
Yeah, it was really hot in there. Actually, I even said on Saturday I was in my Demon Slayer cosplay, and I said not even like 2 minutes inside the convention, I was already sweating.
Yeah, no, it was way too hot. And then, like, it was hot in the dealer's room. I gotta use the bathroom again. I'm sick again. If I hold it too long, I get sick and I have to go every 30 minutes. So it was hot in the dealer's room, dude. Like, I was sweating a storm, dude. Like, I just saw a picture of myself and my pants are soaked. Like, I just got back from swimming in the river.
It's like you come out of a sauna.
Dude, it was hot, and they had halogen lights too. So I know like how the food feels when they put it under a heating lamp. Jace would have sweat off his Kratos paint.
Nah, I was in sweat. I was fine.
So you're not as pale now as you were back then. You
I don't
still
have
that
a dark ass beard.
and that white powder shit.
No, it's a dark beard. It's an optical illusion.
You're an optical illusion.
It's because I'm white.
No. Yeah.
It's 'cause I'm white.
I did.
I am transparent.
No, it was hot, dude. It was fucking hot. Like and it wasn't just like karaoke. It was all the panel rooms. I don't know what the hell's going on with that. It wasn't the con's fault. It was the hotel's fault. I think they were like, oh, so you wanted AC. That's going to cost extra.
You wanted AC? Plays Highway to Hell by AC/DC.
Yeah. What? Oh,
so
the
complaint is
flow.
it was hot.
No, yeah, that's a big complaint though, dude.
Yeah,
that is a huge complaint because in the hallways it was fine, in the lobby it was fine, but in the panel rooms it was like Jesus Christ. I almost left in the middle of the con to go buy a fan at Walmart to bring to the panel room. But I will come prepared next year because apparently that's a running fucking thing with not just Anime Houston, but with a lot of cons. Another thing, the dance sucked. It sucked. The dance sucked. It sucked. I'm sorry.
I didn't even know there was a dance.
Apparently, there were more people at karaoke than in the dance at one point.
That's good, right?
That is great for us. Bad for
the dance.
Now I gotta say who the DJ was. I've already thrown enough shade at him over time.
And did we know anybody who went to that anime D&D thing?
No.
Okay, nobody did.
Is that what that thing was next to the karaoke?
It was like they were doing like D&D, like they had like 3D.
I was wondering what that was. It looked like a workshop. I was like, are they sewing up some Nikes back there? What the fuck are they doing?
Yeah, they were doing like D&D, and then apparently there was like an escape room thing, and I was like, I don't know anybody who went there.
Well, let's ask the D&D expert, Jace. They had a bunch of tables shaped like a moon and one person in the middle just walking around, and they were like writing shit, doing shit.
D&D is a very complex hobby of many other hobbies, so I don't know.
You're supposed to be the damn expert.
Well, there's miniature painting they could have been doing. They could have been character
Finger
building,
painting.
miniature painting.
Yeah,
Everybody's
like
turkey.
If they had paper, they could have been building characters or actually playing D&D, which is hard to do.
Nobody
You're
likes
going
playing
to
D&D
teach someone
with
how to
me.
play. Especially, you only use like an hour for those things. So,
Nobody
really
likes
do
playing
anything.
D&D with me because I end up getting my party killed.
I would just kill off your character if that's a problem. Oh no!
Friendly fire.
Hell, that pizza you ordered was poison.
I didn't eat it, bitch.
because you wanted wings instead.
I ordered the wings. Oh no!
I ordered the wings. Oh shit! I had some of those. Dead.
Got to I didn't see anyone at D&D, so I don't.
Like it's crazy too. And
It's
the
a weird
crazy
cup
thing
panel
is,
to have.
the hotel con had actual security. Like they had the security company there called 5 Star, and they have actual licensed security personnel, not like safety. The only other con I've ever seen with actual security is Comic Palooza.
Real, yeah, like Compalooza, their security is pretty. I'll admit, it's pretty.
They
top
use the
notch.
same company. They use HPD and the same company.
Mm.
So, was that like a con thing? Was that a venue thing?
It's probably a venue thing because it was actually, I think, literally like across the street from the Houston Police Department.
Okay.
So it just probably made sense because the Hyatt, the building is actually pretty. It's pretty like big enough to Houston. The Houston Police Department would be like really top notch into it.
Mm-hmm.
Too many
What were
nerds
some
in
of-
one location.
I'm gonna let you talk about the panels for a bit, and Jace can give his thoughts based on what we tell him. They had a booty shaking panel.
What? A
No,
twerk
they
off?
didn't. No, I didn't know that. That would have been fun. Actually, I would have gone to that.
Sure, shake that ass, baby.
Make them cheeks clap.
What? All right. What all panels did you even go to, Sonic?
I'll be back.
Actually, you know what's sad? I did not go to any panel. The only thing I did was a recording booth and karaoke. That's it.
What did you record in the recording booth? And was it fun? Because
yeah. So what's interesting was, so the thing that we dubbed over really was, it was a thing from one of the voice actors. He actually created this little animated series, and we actually animated like a storyboard of it. So basically, what's interesting is the main character actually was already voiced by Lucy Christian, who is known as Ochako in My Hero, Nami in One Piece, and so many well-known anime characters.
Wait, Ochako was there?
No, she was they had it recorded like in advance.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we actually recorded it, and what's kind of cool is that they actually answered questions for people who want to be voiceover artists, and they were giving feedback and all that stuff. And while I was waiting for my turn to do the recordings, there were a lot of them who were like really good, who never done it before. And I was like, man, these guys have, like, for me personally, I'm like, man, these guys have potential. You know, they could probably do this stuff if they want.
They got chops.
They got chops, kid.
Pork chops.
Okay, so in the the comment section, one problem I saw is that I've seen a lot of cons, and the same of the hotel guests were hitting on underage cosplayers.
Actually, let's start a little bit on the top. So, hello. It was hot. Hello. Can't be having swamp ass when you're at your panel. I didn't see anyone at D&D. I know 5-Star, work with them sometimes. They don't do shit. It's true. The guy kind of just sat there.
It's a visual deterrent.
And one problem I saw, yeah, you read that one, is that what? Some of the hotel guests were hitting on the underage cosplayers.
I am actually kind of curious about that now.
That's a major issue with conventions in general.
That's a major issue with the
you have
world.
no idea how old these people are.
That's a major issue
at a convention.
That's a major issue everywhere in the world. TikTok, the guy be going up to girls and be like, how old are you? He'll try to guess your age. If I guess it right, you got to kiss me. If I guess it wrong, you got to slap me. There's been a few girls where they're like, oh, I'm 16, I'm 15. I was like,
Yeah, there's a lot of that on TikTok, and it's like a lot of sometimes some of these guests don't even like would get called out on TikTok, even though most people like would be like, oh, not everybody uses TikTok. Dude, TikTok is as big as YouTube now. Yeah, maybe bigger than YouTube.
Everyone does the highlights now. TikTok, like they're just vines, but TikTok has made it mainstream again, and now everybody does it. Instagram does it, Facebook does it, YouTube
Snapchat is
does
doing
it.
it now.
Snapchat's doing that shit now, but Snapchat's kind of like been doing
Hmm.
that. Like that is a big problem. I had that. Like, look, I was hanging out with somebody. They were drinking with us. They were in the adult panel. Turns out they weren't old enough to be drinking, and they were drinking with me, and I got really pissed because I asked them how old they were. I asked them multiple times, and they kept avoiding the question, and I should have known that was a red flag.
Are you old enough to be drinking? That's so silly. Like, no, how old are you? 21? 22?
Don't worry about it. Yeah, I should have asked, but I was already pretty hammered at that point. Like, this was at like two something and almost 3. So at that point, I didn't give a fuck anymore.
Past it bedtime.
Yeah, it was past. Like, you assume if you're not old enough to drink, you're asleep. What are you gonna do?
As long as you're not supplying the alcohol for them, then you don't feel it. You just don't need to be talking to them if they're not a certain age.
They came to my room. I didn't invite them personally. They were following us, and they got in. They like slid right in, like Banana likes to slide into people's DMs.
It's probably conventions. Don't date people you meet at a convention and don't hit on them because you don't know how old they are. You don't know how old they are.
No, there was one person who I did know how old they were, and they were old enough.
Okay. In general, you don't know how old somebody is.
That is true.
So don't start hitting on somebody.
But no, anyway, Houston started doing this wristband policy. If you're 18 and plus, you got to go to ConOps, show them ID, and they give you a wristband that's custom made. I think it was custom made, but it's to prove that you're 18 and up. We didn't have enough money to do the wristbands for the 21 plus ourselves.
Yeah.
So we didn't do it this year. But we're talking about some of the cons of the con. Parking. Con. I don't really. The hotels. So the con worked out a deal with the hotel to have affordable parking. $20 is still fucking expensive.
Yeah.
That's $20 a day, Chase.
Ew.
Chase poor too.
I mean, I spent 12 a day, but I was with the hotel.
And I got dropped off.
And I have a membership. So.
You know what? I paid for my hotel room with hotel points.
I put it on my credit card.
Well, no, okay, so I bought the points. I didn't have enough points, so I bought the points. Because, okay, so it was $129 a night with taxes, with fees and everything.
Like
it would have come up to like
something.
It would have been $311 to $315 for the whole
2 nights.
Right. But if I paid when I bought the points, they didn't charge me taxes. They just charged me the fee. So it was $240 to purchase the amount of points I needed to pay for the room. So I ended up saving $60 or $70. Oh shit! Did I give away my secret?
I'm sure no one cares.
SPM thought they were age because they were at his club. No. We've met people. So I've actually met people that were close to SPM, and he does like young girls. And I say girls, not women, girls.
So basically, he's a predator.
He is. Like, everyone that's close to him knows that the younger the better for him. That's how he was, and he knew. I guarantee you, he knew that fucking girl was 13. I don't support him anymore. I don't he can rot in hell because he took advantage of that little girl. A grown man was like 30 something with a 13-year-old. Get the fuck out of here. But, anyways, I digress. getting back to our subject. I know we go off track a lot. What?
Say what?
All right, I'll be right back. I'll let
We're going
y'all.
to go with
Yes.
He's going to the bathroom again.
So you only went to the VO thing.
Yeah.
And you did free work for them. They picked the best voice actors and they just put them for free. Shame.
No, not really. They just basically what it was like the best way I can describe it is like a simulation per se, where it's like they just say, all right, this is the idea of what it's like to being inside a booth. So basically they had two screens, and there's in front of the mic, two screens, one with the script and one with the scene, what the script is going to be from. And the scene has a corner, has like a timestamp. So basically you have to follow the timestamp, but also having to keep up with make sure it matches the lips and all that stuff. And basically just have two guys, an audio engineer and basically like the director and all that stuff, basically explaining, okay, here's how it's like. So we're just going to watch this first, watch it as full. And then after you're going to start recording. And then they let you know 1, 2, 3, begin recording. So pretty much how it is. It's like a small thing like that.
Other than that, what else did you do?
So basically I just walked around, checked out all the vendors, checked out everything. So they had they actually had cosplay meetups, but they were just like whatever was on the map. So for Friday there was a Pokemon meetup. Saturday there was a Demon Slayer one. Sunday there was supposed to be a couple of them, but like Goku's mentioned earlier, that Demon Slayer performance, whatever the stuff, was blocking the way, and they kind of hijacked the meetup spot. And that's pretty much it. Oh, wait, hold on, let me check the comments. So, okay, Blastoise says Sonic about Colossal. I'm like this close about getting a cabana for the outside pools. I would say this: it's actually pretty expensive, so just giving you a heads up about that. So anyway, but yeah, like the panels, some of them were like, the only ones I was interested in was pretty much Goku's panels, and it just reminded me a lot of like, it's similar to what Delta is sometimes, of how some people go to Delta just for the panels or the parties and the karaoke and all that stuff. Oh, look who's back.
Yay.
So you went there to sabotage all of Goku's panels. Okay.
No, yeah, sure. I had it. There was a little mouse out there. I wanted him to cut the wires, but no, he instead went for the cheese that fell off the pizza bagel.
Oh, can we? So let's talk about the panels like that I hosted. I had hosted. So I had karaoke and I had terrible fan fiction at the like. So karaoke started at 8:00. We started doing our sound check like at 7:30.
Yeah.
We set up and had our sound check. We started on time, and I had terrible fan fiction at 9, and terrible fan fiction was pretty gross. We read the Goofix story, but then somebody like wrote a fan fiction about one of their friends, and it was just fucking disgusting.
What the fuck?
It was. I don't want to go into detail, but it was gross. It was gross.
Oh yeah. So a little side note on yeah. Also a side note on cosplayers. So being there was a lot of mixed bag cosplay wise. There was a lot of Avatar, a lot of Demon Slayer, a lot of
Avatar.
Yeah, because Avatar: Last Airbender, they had a couple of Avatar: Last Airbender guests there. They did have.
It
was mostly a mixed bag.
Tough.
Yeah.
The best cosplay, besides my own, the best cosplay I saw all weekend was the stupid cockroach that came to Terrible Fanfiction.
Oh yeah, that's what he was cosplaying.
That's what he was cosplaying.
I thought he was cosplaying like a grasshopper or something like that.
No, he was big and brown. He was a fucking cockroach.
I mean, he could. Grasshoppers can be brown. Remember the one from Bug's Life?
No, this one has the antennas.
So did the grasshopper.
He comes to the panel. I'm like, "Are you a giant roach?" He's like, "Yeah." And then he gets up and turns around, and he's got. I'm like, "Oh no, you're the one that can fly." I'm out.
Hey, you know, it would be funny if we actually had him at the karaoke. He would have been singing Papa Roach.
Oh, that would have been perfect. No, but I started
La
joking around with it.
cucaracha, la cucaracha.
I started telling people, look, I grew up in the hood. Okay, I had a gun put in my face, and I didn't even bat an eye. I wasn't scared. I wasn't tripping. I was nothing. But I saw a cockroach fly, and I started screaming like a little girl in a horror movie. And like the crazy thing is, like I started like, man, and we started joking. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna become a Pokemon trainer. I just found my starter Pokemon, Rochi,
Rochada.
and I would like tell Rochi, attack. I would point at one of the audience members, and he went over there to attack him.
Sure
I did see the E Honda guy on Sunday. He was pretty good.
yeah, he was with the Street Fighter group that I know. There was the Ryu, the Chun-Li, and the Ken as well.
Mm-hmm.
They're really good.
I saw my ex there. It was awkward.
Yeah, I actually had a conversation with her.
Your ex from down there or ex from up here?
The one that lives here in Houston.
Ah.
The one I don't have a kid with.
Awkward.
Yeah, so that was fun. I didn't really acknowledge her because I was busy trying to get the fucking equipment in the car. Because that's right around the time we were trying to get everything in the car.
Yeah.
Overall, I think the con was good. I didn't. There were little things here and there that I absolutely hated about the con, and it was like the fact that all the panel rooms were hot. And in my cosplay, I'm already gonna be hot, but it was even hotter, like than it should have been. Like it was way too hot. It was insane.
Mm-hmm.
I know people are like, well, what do you want it to snow? Yeah, I don't want it to snow, but I don't want it to feel like a fucking toaster oven.
Especially when it's already hot enough outside.
I know it's fucking hotter in the panel rooms than it was outside. There were a lot of Demon Slayer cosplayers. That's a red flag.
Well, that was me. I'm one. No, I even
It's
said
not
I
helping the situation.
I didn't see you Saturday, so I didn't count you.
Yeah, but I will say this. I did say earlier that I was in my Demon Slayer cosplay and not even like 2 minutes inside that convention center. Inside the convention, I was already sweating.
Yeah. Another bad thing was the fact that Einstein Bros Bagels wasn't called Booty Hole Bagels. Sad face.
I did try their pizza bagels. I will say it felt undercooked. Like some of the meat was like
I did too, and those things cooled down real fast, man. This shit tasted like cold ass pizza. It was only a few minutes old and it already was cold. I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like the next day I got like a turkey sandwich from Einstein Brothers. Like, dude, this actually tastes much better than the pizza.
There was another place connected to the hotel that had burritos, and someone brought me a burrito with green sauce. Couldn't taste the green sauce. I'm pissed.
It was probably Jello.
No, like, dude, I'm not even kidding. Like, I didn't know. Like, I didn't realize the green sauce was in the burrito until I looked inside of it and I saw the green sauce. I'm like, the green sauce is supposed to pica.
Yeah, it's supposed to be spicy. It's not fucking.
It's supposed to be picoso. Why isn't it picoso? What's going on? Did my tolerance go up, or do I have coronavirus?
Oh,
no, but I could taste the egg. The egg and sausage was a little overcooked. The smoothie was good from Einstein. I didn't even know if they. See, I knew they sold smoothies, but at the same time, I didn't know they sold smoothies. I didn't know if they. Bagels. Well, I assumed they did. I just didn't know for sure. But like when I tried to go get one, they're like, "Oh, we're closed for 30 minutes for inventory." Inventory? You got a whole fucking shelf there full of shit. Sell me something. I'm thirsty now. Not in 30 minutes.
Count the bagels.
Fuck the bagels. And their logo, it says Einstein Bros, but they're holding the bagels up like monocles, like they're detectives.
Yeah, that's the point of because it's pretty. I don't know, maybe just something creative on their end.
I'm not saying it's bad. I was just saying it's confusing.
Yeah, you're like, are they supposed to eat them, or are you supposed to see through them?
But they're supposed to be shaped like booty holes.
Well, yeah, they're looking through
the
booty
hole.
Yeah, I know.
They're looking for the cream cheese.
Hey,
where's the schmear?
No,
trying to spread the cream cheese. Hey Einstein, can we give us an endorsement deal here? I mean, we're
Yeah.
promoting your
Keep
stuff.
calling that booty hole. No.
I mean,
They're
it's not
good
like
though.
we're.
Real talk. Realistically, they're good.
I mean, what's wrong with the name? It's creative. It's funny.
Yeah, whatever.
Ah, shit! I spelled it wrong. No,
Einstein.
no.
Booty hole bagels. Well, is it a booty holes or last year butt plugs?
Oh shit! Wasn't the butt plug thing like a Renaissance thing?
It was Delta, I think.
Was it? Wait,
Um,
where did that come from? The whole butt plug thing.
I don't know. We were bringing up the
No,
whole.
it was butt stuff. It wasn't butt
Oh,
plug. It was
butt stuff.
butt
My
stuff.
bad.
Yeah,
Butt stuff.
butt stuff.
It was either that or meatball stuff because that
It
whole
was.
story.
Oh, because yeah, with homeboy's girlfriend, she thought I ate her sandwich.
Yeah,
She even named it Pepe.
because it had peppers in
He
it, maybe.
ate my fucking sandwich. I'm like, no, stupid. I bought my own. Her sandwich was still in her car. And it's because one of our friends, we were cracking jokes that he likes to do butt stuff or feet stuff. I forgot which one it was, but I think at one point we just said fuck it and started saying feet stuff.
Yeah,
No,
just say
butt
feet
stuff,
stuff.
butt stuff. As soon as someone who eats the shitter like an apple fritter, I like the booty hole. God damn it! I am not gonna be able to make eye contact with you for a while now. Uh, they did in weekend what they normally do in a month. They said, "Wow, holy shit!" Well, that makes sense because of the con. Damn, Goku, you eating all these sandwiches? It was one sandwich, and it was a meatball sub from Subway, or as people call it now, Chomo Way, because Jared, Chomo is what they call pedophiles. So no, it was not her fucking sandwich. Fuck her. But fucking blast.
So, what do you rate Anime Houston?
That's what I'm thinking right now. So I like the con. I like the size. I do like that the panel rooms were much more spacious. The schedule was not bad. I think there was a good amount of panels. I didn't like how, and this isn't the con's fault. This is the venue's fault.
Mhm.
Uh, the way that basement floor was shaped, uh, it was not ideal for the dealer's room, but I get why they did it.
Yeah.
I really like the. Did they have an anime viewing room?
No, actually, I didn't even see that in the
That's what
schedule.
I thought. So I really like that. I don't think conventions should have anime viewing rooms anymore. You literally have cell phones now. Just watch that shit in your hotel room.
Yeah.
Anime viewing rooms are actually pretty fucking toxic because they're just an excuse for someone who didn't get a hotel room to go and just go to sleep.
Take a nap. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
or
they
just
play
they,
it
or
out.
they just want to have a place to sit down because like
Or
some
do stuff to each other.
yeah, because some venues, some volunteers be like, hey, you can't sit here, you have to go somewhere else,
Yeah.
and that'd be
Yeah.
their go-to place.
Yeah. They're pretty bad. Pretty bad. I don't like them. I don't like them. I like that. I like they didn't have that. I think that voice acting thing was pretty interesting. I think the meetups schedule, like having meetups on the schedule, that was kind of weird. So I don't know how I feel about
Yeah,
that.
so I was there, like I was only at the Pokemon one, and that was actually at the spot where that Demon Slayer guys were doing on Sunday.
And that shit on Sunday pissed me off. I will put that on the con because no one stopped them.
Yeah, they kind of essentially hijacked the meetup spot, and that was actually a spot where people were supposed to like relax and sit down, and they kind of just like took it over.
If I were staff, if I were a volunteer, I would have shut that shit down real quick. Get the hell out of here. You work out, good for you. So do I. I can bench press 400 pounds. How much can you do? 225. Get out of here. I didn't like that. I had an issue with the dance, as always. I don't like him, especially the particular DJ's work.
Don't you not go to the dances though?
I can't because normally we're scheduled around the same time.
Right. So your problem is you just don't like dances in general.
No, no because I went to go check out the dance. I went to go check it out to see if the rumors were true. When I went over there were only 2 people. So let me put it like this. So we were shut down at 1 o'clock. We were supposed to end at 12, but we had to shut it down at 1 because the dance shut it down at 1. As long as the dance was still going on,
Mm-hmm.
we could continue to go over our time. And we weren't gonna go. We weren't gonna abuse it. We were gonna stop at 1:30, which was reasonable at the time.
Right.
But they shut us down at 1 because the dance ended a whole hour early.
Mm-hmm.
Because the DJ just flat out said, "Fuck it, I don't want to do this anymore."
Yeah, he's probably drained.
Drained or like
It's hard to
tired.
entertain like a handful of people.
no, I heard that there was like 2 people there. Like I even saw 2 people there. Like it's pretty discouraging to DJ for like 2 drunkies.
Play free bird.
it's that's something you expect from karaoke. It's so crazy the lack of hip hop and rap music that people saying it was all like rock, Lady Gaga, a couple of anime songs, which they actually did a pretty good job, and a fucking Bohemian Rhapsody.
You gotta have one.
Oh, dude, that song is so over fucking played. I'm sick of it.
What?
The Bohemian Rhapsody.
Oh,
Mama,
just killed the man.
this song is overplayed. Cause white people got no taste. Mama. I mean, it's not a bad song. I don't dislike it. I'm
It's
just
just over-
sick of it.
It's like being stuck in a rut.
One
Right.
per karaoke. Once another one comes up, they're like, no more.
The
one
staff
part is
were
done.
the staff. I have to say, were based. This is you got to remember that the ratings that we do in our reviews are based on our experience. So
Mhm.
my experience with some of the staff was they were really cool. They were cool. I just wish I had been given a heads up about the karaoke thing in advance. But other than that, that was like my only complaint with the staff. Like, other than that, it was really cool. It was really cool to see Linda and all of them sing. It's awesome. See, I knew it was her, but I wasn't sure, so I had to ask her name. I was like, "Oh my god, you're OG Frieza, filthy monkey." I did that in front of her. It
That
was
is
fucking
awesome.
great. It was awesome. It was so cool. The guests were a lot easier to work with. They were fun. They were really cool. They were drinking. It was fun. I loved it. I really like that. And I even said to John, the voice actor, I'm like, dude, I hope you need to talk to them. You need to come back. You need to talk to them about doing this shit again because this was fun. He's like, fuck yeah. He's like, yeah, I want to do this shit again. We even had like a big discussion about his character, My Hero, because I don't know if you know this. I don't know if you've seen the anime, Jace, but like some people believe that his character he has the little girl sidekick,
La Brava.
La Brava, and they have to some people it seems like they have a very inappropriate relationship.
It's because like
supposed
she
to
had.
be a father son, but her quirk makes her literally fall in love with people. And he's like, nah, that's adorable. But
Right.
Father
Yeah,
daughter.
he was telling us that it's strictly platonic. Like there is no. I was like, look, it's the Japanese. What do we know, right? Only the creator knows the truth. So, Devil Went Down to Georgia is my go-to. I wish
it's mostly like musical
I-
solo, though.
I have never heard that song
I don't think it's a
Sang
good
at a
karaoke
karaoke.
song.
karaoke. Never, not even at bar karaoke's.
That's
Like-
crazy. Like you would think a song like that would be heard more often.
So I decided to change up my song for Delta. So I know people are like, why do you do it? Why do you do it? So whenever we start karaoke, I'm usually the first one to go up there and sing because it gives everyone a chance to go up and bombard Asian with signups. So, but we learned a lot this weekend. We're gonna do 2 monitors so we can have the karaoke on one monitor and the sign up on a second. That way it won't interfere. But I decided to do Fat Joe, Make It Rain. What? You don't know that song?
Oh.
Hold on. No, I can't. No,
No, we can't.
no.
Let's do it after.
No, I gotta do it now. Jace, you must know the truth.
I could
We
look
shall
it up.
save you. We're gonna make you switch religions.
From nothing to nothing.
Damn it. What's his face is out there messing with my internet again.
Damn you, John.
Damn you, Billy Corgan's evil twin brother.
Here we go. We can't even hear it.
Yeah. Jace, you never actually heard this song?
No.
Huh.
Hands to the stacks, better grab an umbrella. I make it rain. I make it rain. There.
So new topic, Colossal versus Delta. I mean, we can't really do that if it's not even until next week.
Because Delta's better because I'm going to be there when we sing Making It Rain. Oh, what's his face is in it?
What is
Wayne.
Khalid doing here?
I know. What the hell is he doing there? Oh, he's holding the umbrella. That's when he wasn't worth shit.
Another
Look, he's
one.
earning his keep.
He's not doing a very good job. He's still getting wet.
Petro's he's a big man to cover.
Neither one of them are getting dry on this one. Still wet. Use the umbrella correctly, man.
All right, we're gonna stop right there. All right, but yeah, no, I want to bring like that old school hip hop and rap into the panel, like because there was a lack of it. Like Deacon rap. So somebody signed up for Gold Digger by Jamie Foxx and Kanye West, and like they didn't show up. So Deacon Rap showed up, and I helped him out a bit. Sorry, can't hear you from the largest indoor pool park. They might be the largest indoor pool park, but we throw the largest parties at Delta H Con.
Largest indoor cesspool.
Sir,
of
I don't.
bacteria.
Sir, at a no con, like all the cons, when they don't have my panels, they're not the same. I don't bring the hype. I am the hype.
You should start bringing the hype to Colossal, then. That's by that logic.
I will when they don't schedule their shit on the same weekend as Delta.
No, yeah, like that's what I don't like either. That they're both at the same time, which fucking sucks.
Why the fuck would I want to go outside? I'm sorry, I'm answering the comments.
You're good. I got you on some rapid karaoke. Colossal won't have a guy with a saxophone. Edge Delta. Actually, they do have a saxophone guy, which is kind of weird. Ironic to say
not the
that.
saxophone guy.
Yeah, not the saxophone guy, but they do have a saxophone person.
Nah. Chad killed it when he did Careless Whisper at IkiCon. When we hijacked that panel room and had a party in there.
Actually, you know, it's funny. IkiCon will be at the same venue where Colossal is in January.
Oh wow.
Yeah, there you go. You could have an idea how it's gonna be.
When's IkiCon?
Mid-January.
Yeah,
Mid-January? Ew.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was New Year's last year. No, or this year. I mean,
it's supposed to be New Year's.
Look, I don't know. I don't work for the con.
Why not?
Hey, Jesse, hope you had a great time at Anime Houston. Great, but I did not get a chance to see you. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that you had some bad experience at Anime Houston. Wait, what?
Bad experience. We didn't really have
some bad. But
yeah, where the fuck are you getting this
good.
information?
No, dude, we didn't have a bad experience. I had fun, dude. I got.
Yeah,
I hosted karaoke. I got to DJ a bit. I got schwasted.
You got schmeckles. You bought this, and it's like
not every convention is perfect. Like you're gonna have a bad hour. Like that can happen. Like,
I
enjoy
don't
the
know
whole
about that,
convention.
sir. ApolloCon was perfect. They had a suite with staff members dedicated to just cooking the whole day, and they fed you full course meal. Like you could eat as much as you want as long as you donate it.
Were you staff?
No, but I was enjoying the food,
Well, there you go. That's why you enjoy
and the
it. You
guy
cheated.
could cook. The guy could cook. That con was perfect, and they had an entire floor dedicated to room parties. They did have hot tea. They had they had booty hole bagels. They had hot tea. Booty hole bagels had hot tea.
Yeah, they did. They had like drinks and all that stuff, and it's pretty much like any. Basically, if you go to Einstein, like outside of that hotel, they're pretty much like any typical like.
Oh, sorry, Sonic, but for some reason you just randomly reminded me of something that happened.
What happened?
So remember Friday night when that guy came up and he was singing "We Are," and I'm like, I went up to him like, "Hey, are you singing We Are, We Are, We Are," like by DOA? He's like, "No." I'm like, "Oh, my bad. We got the wrong song there. Then you're obviously not a weeb." I was about to punch the shit out of him and kick him off my stage. I'm like, "Well, you know what? You're right. I'm not a weeb. Get the fuck out."
Oh yeah, because he was trying to sing the one from One Piece, right?
Yeah, I was like, I deliberately like was pretending to sleep while he was singing.
We are youth of a nation. We are we.
Yeah, I thought he was singing like that. I was like, hell yeah, dude, I love that song.
POD.
POD, that's who. Yeah, I said DOA. I mean POD. Yeah, they're a great band. Love them.
Yeah, we are youth of a nation. That's what it's called.
Like he's the only weeb that sang a weeb song that I had an issue with. There were some weeb songs. The Pokemon one was great until halfway through the song when no one knew the rest of it.
Yeah.
You played the whole thing.
Like, yeah, we played the whole version.
Oh boy, no one knows the extended part.
I know, like, no. Let me tell you how bad it was. So when it starts, all the people that were singing with the microphones go out into like the crowd. Until we get to the second half, we all come back to stare at the monitor. It was hilarious. It was great. Karaoke was amazing. Karaoke was fun. Definitely would love to do more karaoke with the con. Dragon Ball definitely was fun. Dragon Ball versus My Hero. Believe it or not, Dragon Ball was more popular than the actual versus panel.
Really? No. Oh, that's interesting.
But we are going to bring other panels. Making your own panel was actually very popular. Tarot fan fiction did pretty well. That's usually one of our main event panels. And the staff know me. They're like, man, like they actually asked me to help them do something. But I was talking to one of them. He's like, hey man, do you need to set up? I'm like, really? Oh, no, I told him. He's like, hey man, do you need time to set up? I'm like, how many times have you ever known me to show up to a panel and actually set up stuff? He's like, you're right. You just show up and start talking. That's literally my panels. I just show up and talk shit.
And that's it.
That's literally it. That's all it is.
Cash a check, and there you go.
Yeah, and they're actually pretty popular because I am hilarious. I'm gonna do Pokemon roasting though next year. Definitely gonna do more Pokemon roasting because Pokemon has had it too good for too long.
Too good. Well, not now. Time to knock him down a peg.
No, dude, I pretend like I'm like, you're gonna tell me, like, okay, during Pokemon, I was like, you're gonna play Pokemon, you're gonna tell me, how does that fucking Pokemon know how many badges you got? How does he know? And then he's gonna go in there and light a cigarette and be like, hey man, you can't be talking to me like that. You ain't got enough badges.
I want to bet it's like a program thing.
And like, you're gonna tell me that a 10-year-old can go up and capture God, and he's just gonna take orders from a 10-year-old.
Isn't Pokemon great?
You're gonna tell me that the cartel didn't try to shoot this kid when he took them down.
Don't worry. With the right loadout, this Rattata could kill God.
Yeah.
And you're gonna tell me that you're not mugging other trainers. You battle them, you bring their pets to the near death, they give you money, and then they never speak to you ever again.
It's all insurance fraud, man. It's one big Ponzi scheme.
It's like, and then I was making fun of like when you lose. When you lose, you wake up. Oh, you back out. So you wake up in a hospital with half your money gone. Tell me you didn't fucking get mugged.
Yeah, you pretty much got mugged.
And then in the new games, it's even better. If you lose, it says you ran away, but you dropped $100 on the ground as you ran. So you're gonna tell me that I'm gonna reach into my pocket, chunk a 50 on the ground, and then just hit the road to the nearest hospital. And then I brought up the fact that not everyone is a vegan or vegetarian.
Yeah.
Hell no, we eat them Pokemon.
You know, hey Farfetch, Thanksgiving's coming up. You've been losing too many battles. I'm sorry, buddy.
We're a long way from town, and I'm all out of food.
I'm all out of
But
food.
I'm not out of options.
Pikachu, you're about to be a happy meal. You're gonna be a meal that makes me happy.
Now you got to keep the electric Pokemon because they charge your like slow cooking shit.
Your phone, you're gonna
That's
stick your
right.
cord up its ass and let it charge your phone.
Look, science is a strange thing.
Be like Gary and have 10 badges from all 8 gyms.
I doubled up. I made up 2 gyms. So
Wait,
good I am.
Where did the fucking 3 badges come from? Because he didn't even have a badge from the Giovanni's gym.
Because he lost that one.
And how did his car shocks not go bad? Those are dirt roads.
They did, but he's got
the
that
girls come
professor
from?
money. He's got the professor money. He can pay for
Where
new
do the
shocks.
girls come from?
They're paid.
They're paid. At least he had girls with him. Guy would chase Yugi into the afterlife.
Nah, there's only one man for me, and he's dead. I'm gonna go find him.
Yeah, Kai would chase Yugi like a toxic ex. You can't get away from me.
Fight me, you spike-haired bitch.
I'm pretty sure they have kids together. Kaiba is rich. He'll find a way.
You have to read that fan fiction next time.
Oh, no. No. I will. Now that you mention it, yeah, I'll read one. I'll definitely read one. Do you think... okay, let's see what we got. Pokemon is my favorite. Ash is still a young boy as ever. That shit has never made any sense to me. So you're telling me that all 20 seasons take place within a year?
Yeah.
I guess. I like to eat some Pokemon, Slowpoke, Farfetch, and the cows.
Oh yeah, the
Mutanks, right?
yeah Mutanks.
Miltank.
Be like Gary and have 10 badges from all 8 gyms in Kanto. We acknowledge that one. Do you think there are laws preventing trainers for doing things with their Pokemon? Like 2-year-olds for making 2 years for making Ditto look like my ex kind of thing. Yes, because there are laws in the United States for that kind of shit too. I think like in Alabama they can't like touch their horses certain ways or whatever the fuck. I know I gotta look them up, but I think I heard something about rednecks not being able to like do stuff to their livestock.
I know in Arizona you can't put a sheep in your bathtub or something.
Yeah, that's how are they gonna know?
I don't fucking know.
Anyways, all right. So pros and cons. Anime Houston, what you got, Sonic?
All right, so pros. I could say that the pros would be the actual venue. That was a big pro for the convention. You know, it was a massive improvement over the last one. I did like how simple they try to make it. You know, it was really good. And the panels, based on what I've heard, was really good. The cons, the issue I had with it was kind of confusing, the layout, because, you know, like I said, not that many people knew where the vendors was. Not many people knew what the gaming room was. And speaking of the gaming room sucked. And that's pretty much the cons I got from that, really.
Yeah, not knowing where
Can't find the rooms, and then when you find them, you're disappointed.
Oh yeah, no, but the cool thing about it is that as confusing as the layout was at first, once you find your stuff, they're so easy to get to once you know where it is.
Mm-hmm.
Like Tortuga.
Yes. Not like Comic Palooza where I have to constantly look at fucking signs to make sure I'm in the right section. Our Ikicon was just as confusing as well because they had stupid fucking. They had the stupid names for the stupid rooms, and all the floors looked alike. Um, the gaming room, I didn't even know. Like, I knew there was a gaming room, but I never found it. Never checked it out. Never got to see it. I didn't smell. I even smelled for it. I didn't smell it.
Smelt for it.
The fucking heat in the panel rooms was definitely discouraging. Like that, it was way too hot. Like, what the hell? It's not the convention's fault. Obviously, the hotel's fault because the hotel controls that shit. But at the end of the day, what the hell? Um, just feeling like you're on a rotisserie in the fucking dealer's room was just bad enough as it was. It was way too hot. It was way too crowded. Um, Another just the location of the dealer's room, just finding it and then getting to it because they only had one staircase and one elevator, and they were narrow. It was hot. Yeah, everybody agrees that it was hot. Not just me, Jace. Not just me.
I believe you.
And other than that, like I know some people are going to complain, like, oh, there weren't a lot of people that I knew that were there, or the room party. There weren't a lot of room parties, or we're not going to rate the con based on shit that the con can't control.
Yeah.
Oh, but I will rate them on this. Running into my ex. Gross.
I don't think they can control that.
Yes, they fucking can. They gave her a badge. So overall, what do you score it?
All right. Let's see. I forgot. Did we review last year's? I don't think we did. Okay, we did.
Yes, we
did. I would say between a 7.5, 8 out of 10.
So 8.
Yeah, like about 8 or 7.5.
Let's go with 7.7.
Sure, let's say that. It's a good con,
Or we can do the Wrestle Talk thing. You rated at 75%.
Sure, there you go. But like you said, they have a lot of momentum, and there's obviously there's a room for improvement, and I just hope that they listen to all the feedback they got and keep at it. Like you said earlier, it has the potential to grow and grow as years go by. Hopefully it'll become a big convention. If anything, like gain national attention, maybe down the line.
I forgot that Booty Hole Bagels was up there almost this entire time. Like I said, the pros the pros outweigh the cons definitely, except for it was hot shit. I'm definitely gonna give it an 8 out of 10. It was that I actually had fun. I walked around the hall. It was pretty cool. Definitely a lot of jackasses taking up hallways, but you know what? That's not the con's fault. Actually, no, that is the con's fault. They should have had somebody break that shit up. I don't give a shit about some cosplayers and Demon Slayer doing some, pooping in a toilet tricks or whatever the fuck they did.
It was kind of like it reminded me a lot like a circus thing. It was like a circus.
It was like a circus thing.
Basically, Cirque du Soleil.
Yeah, you're right. It was like a circus. Parking was not good considering the fact that there was no free parking. It's downtown. There's no such thing as free parking. For the general parking for the hotel was $20 a night. Valet was $25 a night, and because it was only a $5 difference, that shit filled up fast.
Mm-hmm.
I got dropped off there, so I can't really complain too much about the parking.
Yeah,
bitch. Sorry.
Oh yeah, I parked there and I paid pretty much almost $20 a day in the garage because I felt comfortable with the garage. You know how downtown Houston could be. And keep this in mind, this was not only was Anime Houston going on, also the Astros were playing in downtown, so that kind of also didn't help either.
Right. Parking situation. Another thing I hated when we were going to the Sky Bridge to cross over to the garage, there was no ramp. It was only stairs.
Right.
Meaning that the fucking garage was not handicap accessible from the bridge. That is some bullshit. I should probably actually sue them. I couldn't carry the cart with the DJ equipment over to the Skybridge. We had to have somebody come to the circle. Delta HCon's fun. Go to Delta. Don't go to Colossal. Fuck Colossal. Not going.
That's
You
kind
have
of
no particular reason to say that other than they're the same weekend.
Yeah.
Well,
That's
I mean, if they so when they booked themselves on the same weekend as Anime Houston, they backed up and changed their dates to the same weekend as Delta. That's on them. They changed the date. Delta didn't change the date. They
Really?
changed the date to that date.
Wasn't Delta going to be in July, right?
No, they no. Yeah, they were, but then Matsuri took their date, so they
Yeah,
had to
see, that's
reschedule.
the thing.
So
Matsuri,
Delta keeps getting fucked over.
yeah, Delta got fucked up. That's what I was saying for a while. I was like, man, Delta's getting screwed over, man. They
Yeah,
got, like,
so Crackers just we run most of the adult panels. We're hosting karaoke till 3 or 4 in the morning at Delta HCon. Suck it, Colossal.
but anime parking is all right for me. The parking garage is like $20, so it's okay. I mean, it's okay for you, but for some of us, we have to like budget.
For me, who's a broke ass, brown ass Mexican who can barely afford $5, much less 20, I couldn't afford that shit. I had to ask somebody to buy me food. I was like, hey man, can you buy me a fucking bagel? Because I'm starving.
Yeah,
Give me
it's
a
like,
bagel.
right. It's like easy for you to say, but for others, not so much. You know,
It
$20 is
sucked.
20 is a lot.
Oh my god, the parking sucked. That's like, and that's not so much the con's fault as much as it is the venue's fault.
Mm.
But we kind of have to put it on the con. So I'm sorry, con, but we will give you an 8 out of 10 with the highest score convention that we have attended this year, with Comic Palooza at a 7.5, IkiCon at a 7.5. Anime Monster gets a -4.
-5 stars.
And going lower.
Been going lower every year. Stand Japan, which we might go to if they give me my free badge.
What, 2 weeks?
Yeah, I'm
Jesus,
guessing they're going to be an 8. I bet you they're going to be an 8. Delta, based on what I've seen, if that one panel happens that we were, I'm not going to say what the name of the panel is.
Yeah,
I'm not going to say who's hosting it. I don't want to talk about it, but yeah, you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, oh, trust me, I know exactly. Trust me, I've known about this subject for years. Like, I probably can tell you if y'all don't know nothing about it, I would just tell you. I'll just say this: it is someone or something real. It's pretty much one of history's most infamous stories. There you go. That's the best way I could describe it.
So we're making a bet that the panel is going to get shut down during or before.
I'm gonna wager probably beforehand. Either the person either the person hosting it last minute will cancel it, or we'll probably change the subject. Or maybe during it. I don't know. I kind of want to see it happen. I just want to hear, okay, how did it go? Because I'm really curious.
If Captain Crunch is still on staff, he's a dumbass conservative. Like, I have nothing against conservatives, but he's a dumbass conservative. If he's still on staff, that panel's going to start, but it won't finish. Giggity. Actually, that's pretty sad. But I don't know, dude. If that, what was I talking about? Besides that panel?
Oh, we were just talking about how San Japan, and then like Delta, you were going to review it and how it's going to be this year.
Yes, Crackers, to answer your question, yes, we actually do have a party for Delta.
What is this panel? Okay, Blast Toys. If you're on,
we've talked about it on our Discord.
Yeah, follow our Discord, then you'll know what we're talking about.
Yeah, you got to go see it on Discord because we don't want to bring it up on here.
Yeah.
For one, I don't want to start shit with this person. 2, I don't want to draw attention to it either. And 3, it's just gonna stir the pot more.
Mm-hmm.
So just go to Discord and check it out. They'll educate you on there about it. Definitely, they'll share screenshots, timelines, multiverse theories, everything.
Charlie Day meme where there's strings on the wall.
Yeah.
Where's Pepe Sylvia?
Um, yeah, no, I mean, I'm looking forward to Delta. I'm kind of upset that I don't get to go to Colossal Con until hopefully maybe next year, but we'll see what happens. We're gonna definitely try for that new anime convention in Texas during Halloween
Yeah,
at
Anime
the
Texas.
yep, Anime Texas. It's at the original location where Anime Matsuri used to be.
Yeah. Is it like a water resort or something like that?
I no, it wasn't back then, so I don't know if they changed it.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but that's gonna be a good one. I saw a lot of people talking about anime over at Anime Houston. There was someone I was talking to. She was bringing up how like, oh, our next convention is gonna be Onicon, and I'm like, really? And she was explaining, well, because the thing is though, I have a friend of mine invited us, and it's at a beach house, so we're like, oh, okay, well, I guess that makes sense.
I mean, trust me, the highlight of that weekend is going to be the beach house.
Actually, if anything else, there's also that there's going to be like a Tokyo night festival that's happening that same weekend as Onicon.
Mm.
That's happening in over at that Lucky Land on Airline.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's going to happen the same weekend.
I might submit a panel for Onicon, but I am not getting a hotel room and I'm not staying the night. As soon as I'm done with my panel, I'm coming home and I'm going to go to Renaissance.
Oh yeah, Renaissance happening too.
I mean, we got Anime Texas. We have plus we're going to Anime Dallas
in November.
Yep.
And then
the hell's that?
Anime Dallas is the original convention that it owns Anime Houston. They're both owned by the same guy.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I wonder if they're gonna. They can't do an Anime Austin because there's already an Anime Austin.
They could do an Anime San Antonio.
Yeah, they can. Anime Corpus.
Anime Corpus.
Anime Chase's house.
Look at that.
Anime Katie.
What if they offer you the $50,000 to have it there?
You SOB, I'm in.
Would it be worth the terrible reviews for there being no parking?
Yes. He's like,
no
I don't.
venue?
You get cash. You're like, fuck it. It
Bomb
could
it. I
be
don't care.
Dash Con for all I give a shit.
Nah, I got a trampoline. You ain't get no damn ball pit.
No ball pit. Here's a trampoline. It's a...
Hey, he's like, you got a grotto after the con. You get a grotto and a pool. Chase, how'd you get this grotto? Don't worry about it.
None of your beeswax.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and call it a day there. Thank you guys for watching. Our official, the official Geeks Fiber score from Keyblade Sonic is 7.7, between 7.5 and 8.
Sure.
77%. And from me, it gets an official 8 out of 10, which makes it good. It was a good con this year.
Woo.
6 is okay. 7 is cool. 8 is good. 9 is great. 10 was perfect. 5, 4,
5 below is bad.
4 is ugh. 3 is what the fuck. 1 is I wasted my fucking life at this con. And then 0 is Anime Matsuri.
Ooh.
Anime Matsuri sucks. Their panels suck. Fuck. You know what? How to get baddies or what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
That screams mouth breather. Captain Potassium away. Someone should share the Discord link with the peoples in the chats.
Okay. So we just type it in the chat, or
don't we have a link or something? Aren't we supposed to share the link? Isn't that how you join? Because I honestly haven't invited someone to. Oh, okay, it says create an invite. Okay, here we go. I got it.
Full disclaimer that we post dumb shit in there. So.
And yeah, we post dumb shit, so it's not for the easily offended. We mostly throw shade at Matsuri and cosplayers who lie about making their shit.
If you think a judge isn't going to tell when you buy a Chinese cosplay, that you are grossly misunderstanding what they go through each day.
Yeah.
All right. Anything else you want to say before we call it quits? I think next week we're going to talk a little bit about Delta, but we're also going to talk about, something else so Jace can feel part of the conversation.
Well, I'm living the dream.
You're living the dream, just sitting there, listening to us talk about booty hole bagels.
Kind of want bagels. I like a bagel. Bagels are good.
You like booty holes and bagels.
Hey, cream cheese is cream cheese, man.
Anyways, bye everyone. This is fucking gross. Bye. Bye.
All right,
Get
take
out.
care, y'all.
Bye, Felicia's.
Bye bye.